My dear friend, welcome back to Calmer Wisdom. I want you to take a deep breath with me. Inhale peace and exhale the heaviness of your heart. Today, we are speaking about a pain that is often suffered in silence. It is the specific loneliness of being in a crowded room, yet feeling completely isolated because the person standing next to you, the one who vowed to love you, feels like a stranger, or worse, an enemy. Do you feel trapped? Do you wake up in the middle of the night, looking at the ceiling, wondering, is this it? Is this the rest of my life? Perhaps there is constant arguing, a war of words that leaves you exhausted. Or perhaps there is something colder. Silence. The kind of silence that is heavy, suffocating, and filled with resentment. You may feel that your partner is toxic, controlling, or simply impossible to please. You stay for the children, or for financial security, or perhaps because of a deep, paralyzing fear of the unknown. But inside, your spirit is withering. You ask the universe, why me? What did I do to deserve this misery? Ancient wisdom tells us that nothing in this universe is an accident. The person causing you the most pain is often your greatest teacher, disguised in the robes of suffering. Today, we will look at this toxic relationship not through the lens of victim, but through the lens of karma. We will discover how to untie the knot without cutting the rope. Listen closely to this story. Long ago, in a province known for its misty mountains and ancient pines, there lived a woman named Lan. Lan was known for her grace and kindness to the villagers, but inside her home, she lived in a storm. Her husband, Jian, was a man of sharp edges. He was like a dry thundercloud, always rumbling, always critical. If Lan cooked rice, it was too soft. If she cleaned the floor, she missed a spot. If she spoke, he silenced her. If she stayed silent, he accused her of being cold. For 20 years, Lan absorbed his anger. She felt her life force draining away. She became thin, pale, and her eyes lost their light. She felt like a prisoner in her own home. One day, unable to bear the weight any longer, she climbed the steep path to the Cloud Monastery to seek the counsel of the abbot, a master known for seeing the threads of destiny. She fell at the master's feet, weeping. "Master," she cried, "I can no longer endure my husband. He is a demon sent to torment me. I have tried to be a good wife. I have fought back, I have pleaded, I have cried. Nothing changes him. Please, give me permission to leave, or give me a mantra to change him." The master looked at her with eyes like deep, still pools. He did not speak immediately. Instead, he led her to the garden, where a small, turbulent stream flowed down from the mountain. In the middle of the stream sat a large, jagged rock. The water crashed against it, foaming and spraying. The noise was constant. "Observe, Lan," the master said softly. "You are the water. Your husband is the rock. You see," the master continued, "the water is angry. It strikes the rock day and night. It wants the rock to move. It wants the rock to be soft. But the rock is stone. It cannot be anything other than what it is. The more the water fights the rock, the more turbulent and muddy the water becomes. The rock remains unchanged, but the water loses its clarity." Lan nodded, wiping her tears. "That is my life. I am always fighting, always crashing." "There is another way," the master said. He walked further down the stream. Here, the water met another rock, just as large. But this time, the water did not crash. It flowed smoothly around the sides of the stone, embracing it coolly, and continued on its path down the mountain. The water here was clear, quiet, and powerful. "This water," the master said, "has accepted the rock. It does not try to shatter the stone. It simply does not allow the stone to stop its flow. It realizes that the rock is part of the riverbed, but the rock is not the river." Lan looked confused. "But master, If I just flow around him, he wins. He gets to be cruel, and I just accept it." The master smiled, a sad, knowing smile. "My child, you must understand the karma of this union. In a past life, or perhaps earlier in this one, a debt was created. Jayan is not punishing you, he is revealing you. He is the mirror of your own patience, your own sense of worth, and your own boundaries. If you leave him with a heart full of hatred, you take the rock with you. You will find another rock in another man, or you will carry the rock in your chest as bitterness. The only way to be free is to stop crashing. Go home," the master whispered. "Be the water that flows around. When he screams, do not scream back, that is crashing. When he ignores you, do not beg for attention, that is crashing. Simply flow. Nurture your own soul. Find your path past him. When you stop feeding the conflict with your reaction, the karmic knot will loosen. My dear friend, let us decode the wisdom of the Master for your life today. Many of us are like the first stream. We are exhausted because we are trying to change a rock into a flower. We think, if I explain it one more time, or if I get angry enough, he will change. But this resistance only creates turbulence in your own soul. From a health perspective, living in this state of crashing against the rock is dangerous. When you are in a constant state of defense or resentment, your body is flooded with cortisol, the stress hormone. Your blood pressure rises. Your digestion slows. Your immune system weakens. Ancient Chinese medicine teaches that suppressed anger injures the liver, and chronic grief injures the lungs. By staying in a toxic dynamic and fighting it every day, you are literally poisoning your own organs. The toxicity of the relationship becomes biological toxicity in your blood. So, how do you apply the water method? 1. The law of emotional detachment. This is not about being cold or indifferent. It is about protecting your inner peace. When your partner attempts to trigger you, imagine you are that clear water. Visualize their words as the rock. Instead of hitting the rock and exploding, breathe deep. Let the words pass. Do not accept the invitation to argue. You are flowing past the blockage. 2. Recognize the karmic teacher. Ask yourself, what is this person teaching me? Perhaps they are teaching you to stand up for yourself. Perhaps they are teaching you that you cannot rely on others for your happiness. When you shift from "he is hurting me" to "he is teaching me" self-reliance, the victim mindset dissolves. You take your power back. 3. Heal the shadow. Often, we attract partners who reflect our deepest insecurities. If you feel trapped, is it only because of them, or is it because you are afraid to be free? The trap is often in our mind, the fear of being alone, the fear of judgment. A cautionary note: being like water does not mean accepting abuse. Water can flow away entirely. If the rock is crushing you, if there is violence or destruction, the river must change its course completely and leave the rock behind. That, too, is karma, the karma of self-preservation. But for the difficult, suffocating, unhappy marriage where you choose to stay, you must stop waiting for the rock to soften. Build your own life. Cultivate your own garden. Find your joy in your hobbies, your friends, your meditation. When you stop needing the rock to be different, miracles happen. First, you find peace immediately, because your happiness is no longer held hostage by his mood. And second, often, when the water stops crashing, the rock loses its resistance. The dynamic shifts. The karma is cleared. Let us close with an affirmation. Place your hand on your heart. I am the water, clear and free. I release the need to control others. I release the need to be understood by those who cannot hear. I am safe, I am whole. I flow towards my own peace. You are stronger than you know. The cage is open, you only need to fly. If this message helped you find a moment of calm, please Please like and share it with someone who feels trapped. Until next time, flow like water.